Here I am at the Bellevue Public Schools building, or school district, or whatever this is. And I wanted to show you the tracks we did because the dogs did so well. I'm going to show you Nico's first, even though I did Lexi's first. If you see this door directly ahead, when I arrived, there were 2 cars backed up to this door loading stuff in. So that's the very end of Nico's track, and then Lexi starts over here. So I had to sit and wait, and then I ended up running Lexi's first when they finally left. But I'll show you Nico's first, because where Nico's ends, Lexi's begins. So if you can see this flag ahead of you here. Today I brought him up and started him not exactly at a 90-degree angle. I started him right about maybe here. Right about here. So walked him up to this flag. And he did better. He kind of went out this way a little bit, but then he corrected himself and went this way. And this is where the track goes. So I'm going to flag up as we go. So the track goes this way. You might be able to see it in the grass. Right about here there was a metal Altoids tin. He had no problem with that. Then keeps going. And right next to this pine tree here, there was another metal, half of a gift card metal holder right here from Lowe's. Then it goes up here and it turned right so that it was going along the edge of that median, the left edge of that median. But what he did is he kind of went up here and circled a little bit, and then he lost the scent, and then I backed up. And then he turned on this side of the tree and found I had a leather piece right here. As you can see, there's a piece of garbage. He went to that first, and then he found his leather piece right here, and he was good. Then when we went around here, he tried to go this way, over towards that fence and fire hydrant, and I just waited. Then he went into the parking lot and then caught the track. So it went right here. And there was a food drop. He had no problem smelling the food drop, so his sense of smell isn't that bad. Got the food drop right here. And then it went straight up this way. So I had another food drop right about here. He was doing really well here. He kind of drifted over here to where the 2 cars were parked, but then he came back to the track. And here's his end article, this black plastic square, which I'm going to leave here because the 2 cars were parked right here. Literally their tailgates were right by this, so I decided not to pick that up. I might come back and get it in a couple days if it's still there, but I decided to just leave it. So he found that good, and he finished very well. Here is Lexi's start. There's a flag up here. So I actually ran her first. I wanted to give some time for the air to blow through where Nico's ended. So I walked her up here. Here's her start flag over in this grass. Started her at a 90-degree angle right here, which she had no problem with. So let's start right here, goes this way. You can see the track in the grass. Okay, right about here, she also had half an Altoids tin. Did great with that. Go a little bit farther up here. Right next to this power pole coming up, she had the top half of the Altoids tin, which she had no problem with that either. Now, her 2 had food drops in them. Okay? Then it went right here. And what I did is, right here, I kind of went into this sidewalk and then did a 90-degree turn going up this way, and she did that beautifully. I wish I could have had that on tape, because when she came around here, she sniffed this piece of bark that was here, but then she didn't even go to the edge here. She made this turn like she was on rails. Went up here, I had a food drop probably right about here, found that, kept going. I mean, she was pulling me along here. She looked in here but didn't stop. Right about here I had a white plastic square. I had no food on it because it was very visible to her, and I didn't know if it would still be there. But it was, so she did good. Stopped at that. She kind of flipped it with her nose, thinking there was food under it. Okay, then we come down here, and this was the most interesting part, is she went down the steps, And I had a food drop kind of right on that crack past the bottom of the steps there. But she went down the stairs, she was right on the track, and then she kind of went back and forth, and then she came back up the stairs and looked in this doorwell here, and then she came back, and then she went looking on the stairs again, and she went out here a little bit, and I just stood and waited. And I think what she was getting is where the food drop was, like right about here. I think that the air was circulating and causing the food drop scent to go everywhere. But then finally she figured it out. She found the food drop, and then it just went straight up here. And I should have left the glove right here on this crack, but I didn't. I had a little fabric or a little knit glove that then I kind of did an open turn and left it right here in the grass. And she did that and had no problem. So look at all this nice area here to track. Okay, so here's more parking lot, and then across the street there is the parking lot where I was last week. So that was today's track. I was very pleased with both of them. And I will talk to you later. Have a good afternoon.